These are the things you're spending money on that's preventing you from achieving financial stability. Subscriptions services. You may have multiple of them. You may be subscribed to Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, and a host of other services. You need to sit down and figure out which ones you need and which ones you don't need. Because as it stands now, you're probably paying over $100 a month in subscription services. You need to cut that down to between $25 and $30 a month. Because honestly, they all tend to kind of show the same thing. So it's like you're paying for the same thing twice. And you shouldn't be doing that. Clothing. If you saw most billionaires, the Mark Zuckerberg, the Mark Cuban, the Bill Gates of the world, most of them don't dress in expensive clothing. They dress in a very casual, inexpensive way. Most people in America buy one piece of clothing every month. And we don't think it's a lot of money because it's typically between $12 and $20. But if you add that up over 12 months, it is a lot of money. You don't need to buy a piece of clothing every single month. A credit card is something that's very expensive to use. You should avoid them at all costs and use your debit card. A credit card only works if you're able to repay the money you spend on it when the bill arrives in 30 days. And I'm betting you're not in a position to do that because that's why you use the credit card in the first place. So you shouldn't use a debit card and you should rely on, no, you shouldn't use a credit card. You should instead rely on your debit card. In fact, I made a video last week detailing the difference between a debit card and a credit card. You should go watch that one. Hair and facial products. This is expensive, in particularly for women. Guys, we do pay some for it, but it's nothing compared to how much women pay. If a young woman were to go to her bathroom and look at everything that she has there and try to calculate it, she will notice that she's spending a lot of money month over month or every 3 months on hair and facial products. What you should be doing is looking for alternatives that can do the same thing but cost less. Remember, the desire here is to achieve financial stability. Buying a brand new car, and this one I just don't get. From the time you drive off the lot, the car is worth 10 to 20% less than what you owe. For the next 5 or 7 years, which is the duration of the loan, you're paying for something that is worth less than what you owe on it. That makes no sense to me. Going out to eat. We are social creatures, so we like to socialize, and that's fine. But you don't have to go out to eat 3, 4, or 5 times a week. You should only do it once a week, and instead choose to prepare your food at home. This will save you a lot of money. Along those lines, going to the club, you pay, and I made a shorts about this. You should watch that one also. You pay money to go in the club so you can spend money on the credit card you can't repay when the bill shows up in 30 days. That makes no sense. It doesn't make sense to me, and it wouldn't make any sense to anyone that's trying to achieve financial stability. Unprotected sex, and this one you don't hear a lot about. People don't talk about this because somehow we don't make the connection. If you become a parent when you are not ready for it, as in particularly when you are not in a financial position to where you can take care of a child, it's almost impossible. It is difficult to recover from it over time. If you are the father, you have to pay child support until the child reaches the age of 18. And this can become expensive because the more you make is the more you have to pay. If you are a young woman who become a mom before you have established yourself in a career or established yourself financially, it becomes difficult to recover because you have the, I don't want to say burden, but it is to take care of a child that you're not in a financial position to take care of. And this will set you back for a long time. I like to explain this by using this example. If male or female, it doesn't matter which one, if you were to become a nurse and you were making six figures a year after becoming a parent at a very young age, what you could have become, how much further you could have been had you not have that infant to deal with. Instead of being a nurse, you probably could have been the head nurse. Or instead of being the head nurse, you could have been the regional nurse. Or instead of being the regional nurse, you could have been a traveling nurse. And those nurses make a lot of money. Traveling nurses do really well. Yeah. There are a host of other things that you are doing that is negatively impacting your ability to become financially stable. And each of us have our own bag. So it is my advice to you is to go through your financial spending, whether you have a budget or not, and pick out those things that you are overspending on month over month. Here is one that we don't think about. This is the one. You know how if you walk down the street, you stop by a Starbucks and you buy it, or if you're about to leave the store, you walk by the aisle and you pick up a candy. I call these things knick-knack, impulsive, mindless spending. We don't think about that. But if we were to go through how many times we do that per month, we will be surprised at how much money we're spending buying these knickknacks, these impulsive spending. It's a lot of money. So that's one thing you need to be aware of and you can look into. My name is Philip. This is Mindful Money Management. Thank you for watching another video. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or anything you would like me to cover on this channel, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you do like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on for new and exciting content. This is Mindful Money Management. Until the next one, spend wisely, my friends.